Warning, this video is intended for audience who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
Wait, do you think Rocket Man's wife stayed up all night making his costume like that, right?
Well, okay, wow, you brought it up there. Because the thing is, first of all, I don't think... Okay, so, are we really assuming Rocket Man has a wife?
Oh, look. She worked real hard on his costume. Do you think everyone else, all of his friends were unappreciative of his costume, right? Like they couldn't see out of it, right?
Oh, God. No, I mean... I really don't know where to start with this costume, man. It's just, I get the motif. Well, sort of. Because the motif makes, like, it's supposed to be a rocket, right? But, like, what rocket has those little points on the sides of it, right? Have you ever seen a rocket just has those? It doesn't really... God, it doesn't help.
I mean...
That, like...
I think...
It's just like
right,
American history. You know where I'm going with this. Is what I'm going to say.
I don't know what you're talking about too. Right? Look, wait. Don't unchain me from where you're going to. You know, right? Right?
Yeah,
no,
I was waiting for more. I was literally waiting for more. Okay. But it's just like if his wife actually did that, and I'm gonna be honest here, he does not have a wife. I swear to God, he just used child labor. That's literally why he turned. That's probably why he killed everybody in the war that was able to make a costume until there was this one child, and then it's just like, okay, you are going to make my costume now, and that's why he basically fucked off, for apparently the rest of like the war or whatever. But yeah, I mean, like. Nobody stopped her, right? In terms of just making that design, like at all. It's just I don't know. I like this whole.
I think that's like the thing, right? Because this show was only intended for Japan. Like this was never gonna reach an international audience, right?
Yeah, and they still have a world ninja who's like, oh, we have a world ninja from the United States called like explosive rocket man or something like that.
Yeah, right. Look,
I mean, I feel like they knew what they were doing, especially considering like America has the motif of explosives and everything too.
They just look. Do you think? I think they just thought this was such a popular Halloween costume. Right? We'll do it too.
Popular Halloween costume?
Yeah.
No, no way. No. Okay, they would have. They know. Look, what do you? Okay. To get that kind of costume, what do you type in?
Let's see. You would type in pointy cone, and that's it, right? And then after they got it, they were like deciding on what color they should make it, right? Right? It's like, look, wait. Do you think it's like a spaceship type of situation? Like how how rocket ship used to be painted orange, right? But then they stopped doing it because they realized that the paint actually adds like 200 pounds or some shit to the rocket, right?
Yeah, due to sheer size and everything, yeah.
Yeah. Right, so that's why they stopped painting the rockets, colors. That's why every rocket is just plain white. Do you think it's like that situation, right? Like Toei was trying to save somebody, like, well, man, let's just get no. Let's not paint any color. Let's just give it like that, Give him 2 little eye holes, boom. Put it upon the top and boom, he's done, right?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, with Toei, I wouldn't be surprised at all. But okay. Did we introduce the episode yet?
No.
Oh yeah, so okay, good. I stopped at 4 minutes of insane rambling done. Okay, let's get into the episode.
Well, it's Jiraiya, episode 14. Little Life Burning Explosive Ninja Rocket Man.
Is that really the whole title?
Yeah, that's the whole title.
Good God. But
yeah.
The opening of this episode is insane, right? Because I think in the beginning of the episode, like they blew up an entire city or something like that. Right? Yeah. Oh no, it was an entire like oil factory. Okay. But like, good fucking God.
Look, it's gonna be a long time, right?
I mean, just this man, like, oh, well, it wasn't really him, like, in the episode, but, like, they, like, we have, like, what, like, ships blowing up, buildings blowing up in crowded cities, like an oil refinery factory exploding and everything. Just, like fucking national, nobody is panicking, or at least nobody is panicking as much as I thought they would. It's fucking insane.
Oh yeah, no. They do not care about terrorism in Japan, right? Japan has never experienced terrorism, right? So they're not gonna take it seriously, right? This isn't. This is series made in the fuck. Hold on. Yeah, let's see. When was this? Jiraiya was made in the. And this is made in the late 80s to early 90s, alright? Japan doesn't experience terrorism till the mid 90s, alright? That's when they start taking it seriously, alright?
Oh, okay. Was it really the mid 90s when that happened? The gas thing? I think it might have been in the mid 90s.
Yeah.
Okay. No, but yeah, I mean, anyway, so where are we? Everything explodes, right? Yeah, and everyone's like, who the fuck is blowing up our cities? It's like, oh yeah, they just...
But don't worry. But we deduce that it's probably the secret ninja known as Rocket Man, right?
Yeah, who was very famous in the Vietnam War, which is...
But I don't understand the ninja society in this show now. Like, I thought this was like some weird type of secret, like sometimes they're like secret, like underground ninja fighting ring.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
right, but apparently now the news, even the police knows about these people, right?
Yeah, I really don't know. I really don't know how they came
across that. I don't understand
information
the lore building of this world and how I guess everyone just knows about ninjas, right? And that's it.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I really don't know, man. It's just weird. Like, I mean, I thought it was being consistent, sort of, because actually no, because the thing is, we have like we literally had a world ninja that was like from like the middle, like I don't, was it the Middle East or something like that she was supposed to be the princess of? I have no idea anymore. The princess one.
They didn't really specify where she was from. They just said she's like from this
like this foreign
Middle Eastern adjacent country,
okay,
right?
Okay. Yeah, but I mean, like, we had like one like ninja. I mean, then again, he wasn't like he told everybody he was a ninja. That was like kept secret.
I mean, we also had the whatchamacallit, the African beast hunting ninja, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, to be fair, it is about World Ninja, but like I feel like no, because the thing is, my thing was like, oh, they probably did mention that they were like, if so, like the bigger world does kind of know about them, they just but I guess not. So I mean, like I don't know what's going on. But somehow the police came across this information, and then, like the father is all like, "Oh shit, I know this man. He was famous in the Vietnam War," which is fucking wild to me, because this is like for one, I don't see how he displayed any ninja things at all. He just kind of shot at things with a rocket, and also this man is literally running around.
That's a secret ninja skill,
What to run around with a rocket? That's a secret, and to just shoot them with rockets. Because I'm telling you, man.
He did one shot, right?
Yeah, all in one shot. Yeah, it's very hard to hit like.
Look, he was the ultimate sniper, Every time he shot, he always hit his target, right?
Yeah.
Did the missile hit 5 feet over? But the explosion killed his target, So that's all that really matters, right? Right. So yeah. I just think it's so funny how this guy's like entire gimmick is like, oh yeah, he was so fucking skilled because he shot with a rocket. I was like, oh boy, and it makes you really think: is he skilled with a rocket? Is he so unmatched because of his rocket, or the fact that the rocket is just a destructive element? And not because of his skill, right? Because anyone can shoot with a rocket, right? But the fact that he just happens to be like the only guy that shoots with a rocket, and that's it, right? Which I think is absolutely crazy how he gets that nickname. Because like the army just gave him, right? Like during the war, he was like, yeah, when they were giving out the weapons, I guess to all the units, he's just like, I'm just gonna take this rocket. Yeah, this rocket's mine now. Fuck Steve over there. Hey, no, the rocket, it's mine. I will be the one that uses the rocket, right? I just think that's hilarious, right? That his nickname is Rocket Man because of that, right? Yeah. So I think that's really funny about him. Yeah, but yeah. So yeah. So hey, look, there's a guy called Rocket Man. He's going around. Nobody knows what to
Exactly.
do.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So boy, so there's a fucking little Easter egg in the next scene, right? When our favorite non-homeless demon clan, right, is out, right? So
Uh
they do
huh.
a quick zoom in to the screen, right?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Right, so there's a bunch of letters, there's a bunch of numbers, right? There's a bunch of right, there's a bunch of targets, right, to hit, right? So one of these is Asahiko Ltd, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
From what I'm seeing,
do
yeah.
you know what that's a reference to?
I mean, the only Asahi I'm thinking of right now is like a beer. So like.
It isn't it to the actual production company that airs this show because it's called TV Asahi.
What?
I'm not sure what they're trying to say with this. Like, hey, for 3 million yen or 300 million, blow up Asahi Co. Ltd. That's like whoa, that's
Oh
an
my
insane thing.
God. I mean, maybe they were holding a grudge and they were just able to
Wha-
convince them that it was
Man,
like,
I
it's like
don't
a
know
homeless
what the
cameo.
production of the staff was trying to say,
Well, to be fair,
right?
from what I remember you telling me about Toei, they do underpay their actors and stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if they
Yeah, but it was the
underpaid them.
'90s, it could have been different back then,
Oh yeah,
right?
they still underpaid him. It's just they were able to afford living in a house irregardless of it. So yeah. It
No,
was kind of different back then for sure.
back then was then. Remember, inflation didn't get invented yet, back then, right?
Inflation wasn't invented yet. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So inflation only happened
Inflation
during
is a 21st century problem,
yeah, we
right?
can ignore like the Great Depression and then what caused that for a hot second now, can't we?
Hmm. Yeah. But I think it's funny how one of the companies that tries to that. So I guess these are like the clients that are paying them to blow up buildings, right?
No, not to blow up buildings, because they were saying like they're basically running themselves as a gang where they're like, okay, yeah, if you pay the money, like if you pay 100 million every month or something, then you're good. We'll make sure you specifically don't blow up. While everyone else says no, they blow up. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
so I
But
mean
yeah,
I
so what's
guess
it going for adding further into the fact that the demon clan actually have money, right? They just choose to just don't have a building,
yeah like
right?
uh.
To
Yeah, they just choose to live wherever. Apparently, they're just like stuck with the nomadic lifestyle, man. This is like a choice for them now. Also, I'm surprised they didn't like bother like coming up with the rockets. Since apparently they had a blueprint to begin with. But hey, let's go off Demon Clan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but what is it? Fuck that. Not Ben. That Ben. That's the girl. Fuck, what's the Retsumaru? I believe it's his name.
Uh,
Uh,
yeah.
or Retsukiba. Retsukiba. He comes up with a fucking battle tank.
Huh? What
He
was
doesn't
that?
say his.
You literally cut out. I literally heard none of that.
Oh, Retsukiba.
Yeah.
Retsukiba comes with a fucking battle tank.
Yeah, I know. It just came out of nowhere. I'm like, what am I
Is that is, is
seeing?
that why is that why they don't have money to get a place to because they're
Because
fucking
they were trying
buying
to
a.
build a fucking tank out of the middle of nowhere. Honestly, yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Maybe in the first like 13 episodes, they went into debt, and so that's why they tried to get more money to get out of debt so they can
This
afford to
thing, by
like.
the way, this thing does not look like it does not. It does not work. This thing looks so fucking unstable, right?
Look, man, I mean, you can only do so much with what looks like to be like I guess like a flatbed truck and modify it into a tank, man. Because
Right? Yeah, he just took a flatbed. He just fucking stuck a fucking rocket launcher on it.
God,
What the
it's
fuck?
so. And also, like, I'm so like this is one of Rocket Man's models. What is he doing in his spare time when he's not blowing people up? Apparently, it's to make these.
Hiding from the government apparently because that's his entire thing, right?
Yeah, for
And you
sure.
know what the worst part is about this fucking rocket tank?
Yeah.
This episode,
Mhm.
and just the spoiler bit for the episode, we don't see this rocket tank, that much. I'm really sad. I'm really sad how quickly this rocket tank leaves, right?
Yeah, it was like for like maybe like a few minutes and that was it, right?
Yeah. They destroyed the rocket tank. This sounds so fucking sad. This is the greatest thing I've ever. This is the greatest thing I've ever heard.
You want You want your own rocket tank? Is that what you're telling me?
Man, this rocket tank needs to be a main. They need to upgrade this character to upgrade the rocket tank to main character status. You know, right?
Jesus. Okay.
Just put it in the credit. You know, right? Featuring the flatbed rocket tank. You know, right?
Featuring the flatbed rocket tank. True. Maybe you can get like. Yeah. Maybe they'll make an isekai spin-off or something where it's just like this truck is the reason why people are getting isekai'd, but rather than getting blown up, rather than getting run over, they get blown up.
By a rocket tank?
Yeah, by a rocket tank. Those are the rules. You want to be reborn, blow up, and that's literally it. We'll workshop it later. But yeah, I mean, Manabu, right?
Yeah, Manabu.
Yeah, I mean, Manabu's just running down, and he's like, "Hey, my friend's dad is like being threatened." By Rocket Man, you know, it's like if he doesn't pay, then you know, they're gonna blow everything up, and then it's like, well,
man, how the fuck does this little kid find out about this news, right?
It's because the thing is, from what he said, his friend who is the daughter of like the bigwig for the railways is the reason, because apparently, the
right, keep in mind, this is made in '90s, so this is before the advent of like
everything.
Technology. Like, that's time you see he was probably out playing with his friends, and then his friend told him, so then he immediately just ran all the way back home about this, right?
Yeah. He
could have called, you know, there's phones back there. Look, landline phones still existed,
does a kid
right?
even have, like, change to use a payphone back in the day, man? Actually, no, wait, they could afford to give allowance. What am I saying? Yeah, why did he go to a phone?
I mean, then you could also just call a phone from his friend's house, right?
Yeah, or, you know, like, since he was at school, he could call from the school. He's just like, hey, I got an emergency. I got to tell my family.
I need call my parents, you know, right?
Yeah, and then, you know, they're like, okay, yeah, here you go. And then, you know, there you go. Now they know.
Yeah, but he has to run all the way home just to tell him this?
Yeah, I mean, look, how else are you going to... They have to get... They paid a kid to do something, man. They had to give him something in here.
That's true. Yeah.
But anyway, at this point, like, everyone's, like, just deciding to, like, follow the big...
Man, it's crazy how the train bureau does not take this thing seriously. Like, I would expect out of, like, any place to taking this seriously will be Japan, because Japan loves their fucking railway system, right?
Yeah.
Right, because they're like one of the few countries that still has, like, an operating railway system across the entire country, right?
Right. I mean,
like if it was America, it would just be like it will be really isolated, right? To some place like New York or DC, you know, right? Like like America does have like a big interconnected, like we do have a railway all across the country, but like people aren't taking the railway system all across the country. Yeah, you know, right? Like it's all localized within region, you know, right?
Yeah.
But that like this guy who's in charge of like the Tokyo railway system, he's like, nah. But terrorist threats against the train, never. You know, this is the '90s. Japan doesn't have terrorism yet, you know, right?
Well, you see, that would explain everything. The reason they didn't take it so seriously is because, like, oh, this is a prank. Terrorism wasn't invented yet. Don't worry about it.
Just like inflation, you know. I've never heard of this word before, you know.
Oh my god, yeah, terrorism and inflation just didn't exist back then. We had to wait until they got invented.
Those are just made up American gaijin words by the foreigners to scare the Japanese people.
Yeah, right? Exactly. Jesus. No, but yeah, I mean they just start following him, right? And like there's like one of the crows from the Demon Clan who is like very obviously being carried by wire. God, it's so wild. I mean, like...
Oh, I think it's real fucking funny. The fact that he's flying in the air, but he's fucking moving like he's swimming is like the funniest bit. Right?
No, yeah, it is real fucking good, dude. Oh my god, he's just like swimming, and like literally when he's
swimming in the air is like real funny for some reason. Yeah, right? As opposed to like out... Right? Because I guess they didn't know how to translate him flying, right, without making him look like real fucking stupid. So like, oh yeah, hey, just fucking pretend you're swimming in the air, you know, right? And that's it.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I mean, there's not much you can do when you're trying to show somebody flying. If his wings were flapping, that would be one thing, but They can't move, so he just has to
like
just try swimming, just try swimming. But and then this is when we get our first appearance.
So Toha follows the dad.
Yeah, and then, God, I mean, we already talked at length about Rocket Man, about how he looked and everything, but I'm gonna say, like, when he first came in, it was probably the most, like, jarring thing I've ever seen in my life, mainly because when, like, my first literal thought when that happens, like, Toei just can't stop using the clan as an enemy. They
love it.
They just fucking love it.
Look. They don't see any historical significance, and they just think it's a cool design, right?
Yeah, sure. Also, like, I get he's supposed to be a rocket
just
thing.
like SS officer's outfit, right? They just think it's a cool design,
Oh my God.
right?
Yeah,
They love the SS outfit design. They think it's so fucking cool,
Yeah.
Yeah. I fucking lost it when I saw Rocket Man just fucking right. The worst part is, like, he's not introduced at any point early enough. He just he just fucking rides into frame, and I fucking lost it when I saw it. I was like, holy shit! There's like no way this is this guy's fucking design. I had to do a double take when I saw his design.
Yeah, I know. It's just fucking insane to me. I just don't understand what is going on. Like, when he popped in again, it was like, I was immersed, and then it just, like, broke my immersion. That's how insane it was.
Yeah. Yeah. So Rocket Man arrives on his white bike, right, and rides off, right.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly what he does. He rides off on his white bike. Well, he does fight Jiraiya for a hot second, and then he's like,
but then he tells Jiraiya, hey, we're not enemies, don't fight me. I think it's real funny, right? Jiraiya did all that effort to transform it just for him to be like, oh wait, hold on, no, we're not fighting. I'm done. I'm leaving. Right?
Yeah. I mean, he's just like, I'm gone, and then Jiraiya's like, wait, what? What am I supposed to do now? And then he just kind of lets him ride off.
I'm not your enemy. Also, I love the obvious fucking wire works that they're using for Rocket Man when he's flying around, right? I think it's real fucking funny. The wire work is real fucking obvious, right?
Yeah, I know.
And just to see when he's flying upwards, right? And you can clearly see the wires just hanging on him, right?
Yeah, remember, computers didn't exist back then. They only had, like cameras. You see, that computer.
Yeah, that's right. Wait. The G and the I didn't exist yet. They were only at C, right? It was gonna be another 10 years before they get to G and I, right?
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, but I think this Rocket Man's design I just fucking lost at Rocket Man's design, right?
Yeah.
And then Rocket Man doesn't know who the fuck Jiraiya is, right? He's like, I was like, oh wait, oh you're Jiraiya?
Oh yeah, he's like, okay, no, I see you're Jiraiya now. Don't worry, we don't have to fight anymore. All right, peace.
But man, I couldn't tell it was you, right? The last time I saw him, he didn't have those stupid little blue lens for eyes and gold bits on his shoulder. I never would have guessed it was you, Jiraiya. Right? Like, he knows who Jiraiya is, but he has never seen Jiraiya upgraded before, right? So this was like a right? Because he's been in the mountains all this time, so he hasn't been up to date, right?
Yeah, he hasn't been updated on the new form and everything yet. He didn't subscribe, so he didn't get the update.
Right. Yeah.
But
so he just fucks off.
Yeah, he literally fucks off, and then it's just like, oh yeah, well, surprise, the railways decided not to pay the ransom, and then because of that, the bigwig's daughter basically ends up getting kidnapped as a result. And so then, Jiraiya has to come in and save everybody's butt. So where am I in this now? Because they get threatened, blah blah blah, do that. Oh yeah,
they get threatened, right?
Yeah, we do get a little get a little blurb of like Rocket Man about like why he doesn't fight anymore. And it really just comes out like, okay, a lot of things in this episode really do just come out of nowhere. But like in here, because it's like, well, actually, no, it kind of ties in, because the thing is, the bigwig is asking, like, the father and, like, Jiraiya and everyone, basically is like, please, save my daughter. And I guess, like, Rocket Man just decides to just hang out and, like, listen in and everything. And, like...
Oh, no, it's real funny. He's like across the stream.
God, he ends up he's listening in with this little I don't remember what you call him, but like the
with like his little spy
the
recon
spy
device, right?
Yeah,
and then during this one he has like his emotional flashback journey, like as a reminder of why he does this, right?
Yeah, you get like honestly, when that first happened, I thought he straight up had PTSD. Like I literally thought like the way it was gonna go was that like, oh no, he learned that he killed a child. I mean, I wouldn't think they would go that hardcore, but I wouldn't doubt it because plenty of people have died in these shows. But like, I thought like he's like, I had to make up for my mistakes because that's what it felt like to me, right?
Yeah, no, right. Right, like he saw the horrors of war finally, you know, right?
Yeah, and he's like, man, maybe blowing things up isn't such a great thing to do after all.
Maybe shooting a fucking rocket launcher at a group of people with fucking AR-15s was that a good idea, you know? Maybe it was a big power difference, you know? Right?
Yeah. I was just like, man, I've been taking life away, and then but then he's like, oh right, now it's like I have to save this girl, and he literally just like gets off the roof. It's just so insane to me that we basically having PTSD flashbacks in this show. But yeah, I mean like the bigwig comes in with like with all the cash and everything, and he gives the money to the demon clan at the meeting point, which is again that weird castle. Whatever the heck thing is.
Yeah, right? Wasn't this Baron's Owl's castle, right?
Yeah, it was like I think he had a different place, maybe.
Is this not the same castle that Baron Owl took us to the last time we saw him?
No, I don't think so. Like, I remember it being a different location. I know they used this same location to shoot, though. But I just don't remember if it was
this is where Baron Owl and Jiraiya was.
Yeah,
right?
They were. I think that was like a meetup. I don't remember if it was his castle. I just don't remember if that was.
Wait, was it different than? Okay, that makes sense. Right.
Yeah, and so like.
Like
they basically have it so he gives them the money. He's like, oh no, all this cash was fake and everything. After they hand his daughter back to him, and then it turns out and they do like this fucking. They do this twice in a row, which is what was wild to me. The first one was ridiculous enough. The second time. I fucking lost it. But they do a close up on like the bigwig's eyes, like, it's like, you think I really give you that money? And then then this is such an obvious cut, and then it comes back out, and it turns out like Toha just like takes off of the close up. It was really me all along. And then so I was like, oh my god, that is fucking hilarious. Then the next thing happens, where it's like, it's like, Noriko, come on, we have to go, get out of here. And he starts bringing the girl to the car, and then he's like, come on, get in. And he looks at her, and then he really looks at her, and then it cuts to the girl, and then it's a hard cut to basically Benny just looking up.
Yeah, because it's the Red Tsukiba. It's so fucking...
It's so insane.
I was like, damn. I was like, man, you can't. No ninjas can trust each other. Ninjas just straight up lie and deceive each other so easily,
Like, the thing is, I get it. It makes sense because they're ninja, but oh my god, the sudden cuts were just fucking wild to me. Because again, right after it switches, like when it's revealed that it's her, it literally cuts away, pulls back, and you see Toha getting flipped, and then like getting knocked down because of it. It's so wild to me. Like, holy shit. Oh my god. Like, this show is fucking crazy, and I love it. But yeah, basically they're ambushing Toha at this point. Oh my god. Oh, sorry. This show is a lot to me right now. This just shows
there's a lot going on. Yeah. But then they decided to keep the child next to Retsukiba and fuck, I keep forgetting.
Wasn't it Benny Kiba?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Benny Kiba and Benny Kiba and Retsukiba. Okay, there we go. Okay,
that's just way too similar, man. We could just call them Ren and Ben. You know.
Nah, but
that would be so
Ren and Ben.
Yeah,
that'd be so fucking sick. Yeah, so Ren and Ben, right? I don't know why they decided to keep the child so close to them. They were gonna trick Jiraiya since the beginning, right? If they knew that they were both going to deceive each other, right? I thought you would have kept the child like at a different safe house, but then I realized, oh wait, they probably don't have a safe house. They don't even have a regular house, so I guess that makes sense, right?
Yeah, I mean, wait, weren't they shown to actually been camping out here earlier? Like, wasn't this where they were camping out? Okay.
Right.
I really don't remember, but like the thing is, yeah, I mean, they kept her like close anyway, because the thing is, like, it's just the most wild shit, because like for like a good for a good bit, literally Jiraiya is just able to like kick their butts and everything, but then what happens next is like they all end up in a Mexican standoff. Because literally, like,
wait, is it a Mexican standoff when one person has a fucking tank? Has a tank truck, right?
Yeah,
is it really a Mexican?
It's like
this is a little uneven, right?
Oh my god! At least somebody remembered to bring their tank to the sword fight here. But good god, it's like, hey, look, if you don't give up now, or it's like, no, I think it was like, we're gonna blow you up and then we're gonna go ahead and blow up everybody else. And it's like, oh yeah, you know what? You can't blow me up because I have the tablet here right with me. And what's wild to me is
right. If you kill me, the secret dies with me, right?
Yeah. Also, what's wild to me is that like Ben is able to like take like her what do you, like her binoculars, is able to look at the tablet like, oh shit, that's the real deal. And I'm like, there is no way you can tell. You were literally tricked in a few
they did
before.
Get tricked last time from it, right?
Yeah, I'm like, there is no way you will be able to tell, honestly. But like, shit, it's the real thing. It's like, oh yeah, well, you know what? If you don't give up the tablet, we're gonna kill the girl. And like literally the crow comes in with the girl, and like literally just like in the background is like, help, save me. I'm like, god damn it, what is this Mexican standoff shit? It's like, give up the tablet and the girl goes free, that kind of shit. And then and
then finally our hero, but some would say the white savior of the day.
Okay, yeah.
Appears. Right? I'm just saying he's a savior, and his costume is just white, I wasn't implying anything else, right?
Yeah.
Look,
sure, sure, I'll believe that.
Yeah. Look. Rocky Man just wants everything to be pure and clean, right? He's tired of the He's tired because he has all of his dirty blood on his hand, right, from the Vietnam War. Yeah, he fucking blows up the rocket truck. And I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
He blows it up, and so there goes basically the Demon Clan's income. And so Jiraiya starts running off after the girl, but then everybody else basically comes in and helps to rescue her and everything.
I don't know why the dad's here. The father figure, right, should not be here. You're a high profile individual, right? I don't know why you're here. This seems like a really bad idea, right? It makes sense for the father, right? For the father and and Kay to show up, right? But Manabu, I don't know why he's a literal fucking child as well, right? If you think about like out of the 4 people that shows up to fight, only 2 of them are actually helpful in the current situation, right?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, Manabu was shown to fight in the last episode, but honestly, he was getting his butt handed to him, so he's literally
right. But the fact that Asuka doesn't show up, right? Like, I would expect you to call in Asuka to come in to help, right?
Yeah.
But they didn't fucking call him in.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone fights, right?
Yeah, I mean, everyone fights. They rescue the girl, and then like literally like one of the coolest scenes I've seen so far in Jiraiya happens, where it's just like he starts like giving chase to like the crows in the tunnel and everything, and he transforms and everything. He's fighting them for a hot second, like out in the open, so it's your standard fare. But he approaches them in a dark tunnel, and what I really like is that like they basically have it so Jiraiya is like literally fighting all 3 of them in the same scene with a dark background, and they do it like in the slow motion thing. So it's kind of
I thought that was cool too, right? Yeah, because first we see a back shot of him, right, as he's running towards running after them in the tunnel, and then we cut to a side shot, right?
Yeah.
Of them in this backdrop and like in this set piece, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think is really cool.
Yeah, it was really, really fucking cool. But then it kind of gets a little long. I'm not gonna lie. He's like, after like the three, like he's like, okay, all right, well, he's having a fight and everything, but it's still going on. And then like three more of the Crow Bros basically show up, and then it's like, okay, time to keep having this fight in slow motion, which is like, okay, this is a little long, but it is kind of cool and everything. But then it's like the most jarring thing happens, and this is like I think the last like straight jump cut that like basically just like really shook me out of the show. Is the fact that like literally as the other three can't come in, he just decides, okay, time to use my super move. I'm like, oh, okay, and it's just like it goes from slow motion back to like you know, your normal 30 frames in 80s TV show.
Yeah, back to normal speed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he atomizes the fucking crows, you know.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, honestly, I'm kind of surprised he used that because I'm like, I figured you would have just used that on like the big bad of the week or something, or maybe.
No, I get rid of these crows. You know, these crows are problematic. You know.
The crows are problematic. Yeah, I mean, how dare they just swim through the air like that? That's unnatural.
Hey, look. It's like people always say crows are just rats with wings. You know.
Pretty sure that's
right?
pigeons, but all right.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's all the same fucking birds. You know, right?
Yeah, I mean, but anyway, they basically rescued a girl, and then
Yeah, and then everyone thanks Rocket Man, and then boy, this frame of all the small child actors like standing next to Rocket Man makes me so fucking under. I was like, this. Oh man, is this what indoctrination looks like? You know, is this what the Republican Party is telling me? You know, right?
Yeah, this is the future they want for you and your kids. It's just like we want to be able to go around in hoods and just stand around like you people. We're normal too.
So Rocky was like, all right, I'm gonna go back to the mountain of Vietnam, you know, right, and hide. All right, I'll see you later. I might show up again. Who the fuck knows, you know, right? And instead of me flying away on my cool rocket jetpack, I'm gonna walk away like a normal human being, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, he just kind of walks away, and then Toa's like, man, that guy is real kind. I mean, this is being said through the narrator's point of view, like it does every episode. But like, just the fact, like, he could tell he had amazing kindness in his heart as we are looking at a man who is wearing a cone-shaped hood. I'm like, no, not at all.
Yeah, and that's this week's episode. I like this episode so much. I think Rocket Man is definitely the best boy band ever. Between Rocket Man and Baron now, William. Who you gotta give it to? Who's the best boy between the both of them now, William?
Man.
That's the problem now, right?
Well, one of them is most certainly alive. The other one is still like unknown, even though like the narrator was like, yeah, he's dead. So like.
Yeah, look, remember, it's like Jesus. He could come back, you know, right?
Yeah, that's true. Okay, look, if Baron Owl comes back, then I'm gonna say then he's the best. But if not, then it's Rocket Boy all the way.
All right, yeah, bro, I'll say it. All right, that's this week's episode. All right, okay, thanks, bye.